What?
I just started it.
Okay.
This is funny. I like late night like chill streams because it's just so random. Hello. Hi, friends. So I've been feeling a little bit unproductive. So I figured I would do an impromptu late night chill stream. So yes, hi everyone. Let me just drop this in the thing real quick. Drop it in my El Discordio. Alright, everyone. Late night chill stream. There we go. Yes, hi everyone. Hello, Lily. I'm a gaming nerd. Vivi Violet. Oh.
You alright?
I had my headphones turned up too loud. That hurt. Clover, Volkswagen Beetle, Beta. Hi, Beta. You deserve El Moderato, friendo. Furry Wolf Gaming, Cherry Waffles, Cam Bunny, First for Life, Damien, the Laser, Chevy Waffles, Sonia Braswell, SHYD, Panda, Rye, Jackal. Hi, friends. See pause art on my screen. Where? I don't know where you're seeing it. There's no problem, Beta. Hey, Tyler. Hi, DJ Risky Fox. Yeah, currently for me it's like 2 in the morning, but I've been feeling really unproductive. So I was just like, I don't have any videos to produce, and I don't really feel like playing games right now. So hi. Yes, good morning or night or wherever you are, I guess. This is a late night chill stream, friends. Yeah, no, Gers likes the beard. I like the beard, so we grew out the beard. Well, I grew out the beard. The only thing is that I hate the neck stuff, so I always keep that trimmed, and I keep this down a little bit. So, yeah, I like it to look nice and clean. I like a nice and clean beard. Hi, NC Wolf. I'm doing alright, Celestial. I should actually keep this on this screen so that way I can keep up with it over here. Dude, A's music is great. Hi, Sam Hyena. So yeah, I was just having a nice little chit chat late at night. You know. Yeah. Can I bark, Mark? Oh, you heard it. I just did it. That's alright, Tyler. It's not for everyone. Not everybody likes growing out facial hair. Hi, Chase. So, yeah. If there's any questions that you guys have or anything concerning, I guess, anything going on, feel free to ask. Yeah. My week was alright. I posted the 2 videos last week. Let's see, what else did I do? I've been, like, applying everywhere, you're looking for jobs and stuff. And I have a job interview on the 30th with some pretty cool stuff. Hey Mark, who's your first soup maker? So originally the head and everything was made by More for Less, and then basically after 2.5 years, 3 years of wear and tear, I was like, it's time to change it. So I changed it. Hey Nas. See, I like facial hair when it's contained. I think that's like a problem with a lot of people is that most people don't contain their facial hair, and then they're like, oh, well, it's too itchy. Well, yeah, if you get rid of this, it gets rid of a lot of the irritation. You get rid of this, it gets rid of a lot of the irritation. And if you just keep it trimmed, you don't really have as many problems. However, everyone else who hugs you or if you kiss people, then they will feel the irritation. But yeah. Alright, Tyler, I hope the best for you, buddy. Hey, Crossy. Yeah, my day's been going good. Yeah, I can't handle like having a neck beard because it's, in my personal opinion, like for me, especially when it gets up in here and there's the little crease underneath my neck and chin, when those two meet with the hair, it causes a lot of irritation. And I don't do that. Yeah, I'm not trying to go for Apocalypse Now type of look or something. Huh? Somebody's name is I Love You, Marky. They just followed me. Hold on. I need to get the screen down. Where's the... It's, where's the alert box? Alert box. Alert box, there it is. Boom. Fix that later. The Timus. Hi, Timus. Hi, Buzzpaw. Ollies. You look like you have soft hair. I do have soft hair. It's real soft. It's unkempt right now, so it's like laying everywhere because I haven't put gel or anything in it, so it just kind of looks like all feathery. Decent condenser mic. Yeah, I need to turn off the friggin'. Hold on, I'll be right back. Beer with the fan again.
We're gonna melt.
Oh, that's okay. It's not gonna be for long. Only mild melting. Okay, I'm back. Oh, thanks, nice. Things have been alright, River. A little bit busy here and there. I want that poster? Well, you're gonna have to talk to Gerst. That's her poster.
It's mine. What are the people wanting to know? What are people wanting?
Somebody was like, I want that poster.
I got it at a Comic-Con. You can probably get one there.
They probably just buy it off Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to invest in bigger mics, but I currently don't have the money. So, yeah, I'm just dealing with the snowball I have here. I don't think it's a snowball. What is it? It's a blue mic of some sort. Yeah, I'm excited for AC as well. AC is always a really good con, but also very busy. So instead
It's
of...
not nearly as bad as the Cronus and MFF.
Well, no, it's not. Ooh.
It's busy because it's one of the more popular ones, yeah.
It's
But
like
MFF
a...
is shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, MFF is just busy, like, as in, like, population, but AC is always busy due to things I have to do. Yeah, I have a Blue Yeti, that's what it is. I like snowballs. Me too, dude. Alright, have a good one, Timus. Oh. Thanks for subscribes. Hi, Ryan Finn. Dad. Provide the proper legal documentation to prove that, and I'll allow you to call me that. But yeah, they do pick up too much noise, and I probably should get some of those, like, screen filters, or whatever they're called, or pop filters. So I should probably invest in those, which they're cheap. It's just... yeah. Need to afford life things like car payments. Thanks, Jordan Wolf. Look like a real man with that beard. Well, I hope the job I'm trying to get allows me to keep it because I love beard. I love my beard. Yeah, I'm gonna try that at one point and just see if it sounds any better. Because there's a lot of noise going on in this house currently, so I think, sometimes it's just not preventable. I don't know who Yanni or Laurel is. Have you ever thought about overthrowing the government? No.
Why? Why would that be a question?
I don't know, but yeah. No, I haven't thought about it. I'm not looking it up right now, dude. I'm having a nice conversation with you guys. Enjoying the chit chat. Interface mic. Yeah, I know. I need to look into that stuff whenever I can afford it. Now you guys are all just sending me what you prefer as a microphone. Could you pick up Gers and put her on your shoulders? Yes.
Not right now.
I have done it plenty of times.
Please don't do that now.
It'll wake up her parents because she'll start screaming again.
I don't want to scream.
Always the best streams. See, chill streams are nice because I just get to talk. I like that. Instead of having to like focus on video games and everything else going on in a stream, I could just relax and chit chat and discuss how my life is going and how crazy some things are. Stuff like that. I have a lot of glare with my glasses though, but I can't see the chat if I don't have the glasses on. So the glasses go back on. Tyler, it's a Patreon reward. It's not a gift. I need to figure out like how I need to properly do this Patreon rewards. Because basically I end up spending too much money, but I feel like you guys deserve a really good reward. So I'm like, oh man, yeah, you know, this kind of sucks. But also at the same time, you guys really help out, so instead of making a lot of money and giving you kind of crappy gifts, I try to do the best for what you pay. And still make like $5. I need to talk to you about something. Are you okay with giving me your email? My business email is attached to my YouTube, I think. However, if it's not, I'll just drop it. My business email is... it's my business email for YouTube. What are your plans for future cons? Exciting things you're doing? So for AC, I'm going to be doing a panel with Majira, and I think that there's going to be other people there as well. I'm not sure, but I know I'm doing that, and then I'm going to try to get a Patreon meetup for that. Maybe take you guys out to dinner for those of you who are my Patreon rewards that are going to AC. The bigger cons, I want to try to do more Patreon meetups, so that way I can actually meet and get myself properly introduced with the people who really like care and support, you know, my channel and my content. So I'm going to try to do something like that for AC. So, but then other than that, I got Anthro Ohio coming up next weekend. And then it's AC, and then all the other cons after that are all depending on how my job interviews go. So, cause yeah, basically YouTube is my only source of income right now. So, yeah, Aubrey, you're cool, chill. Alright, have a good one, Trey. Stop by your panel. Yeah, there'll be more information once we get more information. Currently.
Wow. There will be more information once we get more information.
Yeah.
Yes, that is how that works, baby.
Well, that's how the information cycle goes. There's a chain of information that happens once Majira finds out, then he tells me, then I tell everyone.
No, you tell me first.
Majira won't tell you first.
No. He'll tell you and you tell me first and then you tell everyone.
I guess. Well, thanks, Maple. I really appreciate it. I'm doing alright, Ricardo Charisma. I eat porcelain. That's not healthy. Porcelain's just muddy glass. That's what my pottery teacher told me in high school. Porcelain's just muddy glass. Oh yeah, you're right, Beta. Marvel or DC? Marvel. Just because everything I've seen from DC kind of sucks. Like, I tried to watch the Superman movies and the Batman movies, and I just couldn't get into it. In my opinion, those types of characters are a little bit overrated. Just being honest. We haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet. We have not. We had the opportunity to see it today, but we didn't. Just because we wanted to go to an abandoned mall. So we went to an abandoned mall in an arcade. And then for some reason in the abandoned mall there was a fur meet. We didn't even know that there's going to be a fur meet, but it was there. What is an MCU? It's not like... See, Stan Lee is doing a good job of making everything for the Marvel Universe all connected and all make sense and everything like that. Because, like, before, the Spider-Man movies were terrible. Tobey Maguire kind of did shit, in my opinion. But, yeah, it's just different now. The way that they're doing things is more organized and makes more sense. And the video production as well as the storyboarding for these types of movies, in my opinion, are better than most movies that come out nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. Yeah, we were like filming because Gers is currently making the video for the abandoned mall, and we were just kind of like, is that person wearing a tail? And there's just a whole group of people, and we're like, oh, okay. Hello, Kashtai. Kashtai? I hope I said that right. New tip. Chase Dreamer, thank you for the $2, dude. Should watch myself around Booker Majira. Well, I have the videos. I can watch the videos of myself, if that's what you mean. Yeah, Andrew Garfield did a crappy job with Spider-Man as well. In my opinion, I just don't like Tobey Maguire. The way that he did those roles. The first Spider-Man was okay, and then every Spider-Man after that is like, call me Mongoose. I don't have the money for it. So, I can't pick it up. Yeah, I think Andrew, in my opinion, Andrew did a better job than Tobey Maguire. Since you're into video games, you excited for Black Ops 4? No. I've been in a real disconnect with all the Call of Duty games because it's just been a continuing cycle of, in my opinion, the same thing. It seems to be a mediocrity. Now, people have told me Call of Duty World War II is different. Maybe it was, but I'm just not a big fan of Call of Duty anymore. It seems like everything is just rushed so that way more adolescent children buy the game quicker. Spider-Gwen. I don't know what that is. Disney buyout of 21st Century Fox. What do you think of the Disney-Fox merger? Would do for movies, good or bad? I don't... Okay, Gers.
Huh?
What is the Disney-Fox merger?
Didn't Disney buy Fox?
Yeah, Disney bought 21st Century Fox.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's fine. I don't really...
I just didn't know.
I'm biased towards Disney, but honestly, in my opinion, Disney hasn't shown that it's really ruining very much. I mean, people can argue all they want about the Star Wars thing, and that's fine, I understand, but, like, Fox is a company. It's fine, they're just eating it. It's what they do.
See, like, in my opinion, right, with the new Star Wars, if the new Star Wars wasn't accompanied by the old Star Wars, people would have no issues with that movie.
Right.
But it's just because, I mean, in the Star Wars universe, really, where are you going to go? The first 3 ones, right? Mm-hmm. You're introduced with a Death Star. How are you going to top that other than to make another Death Star? I mean, it's just like a continuing thing of just like, yeah, it's Star Wars. In my opinion, the new Star Wars are better than the old Star Wars because the actors are actually decent.
That's fine. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's just that, I mean, no one truly knows the situation behind Disney. If they were like, no, screw that story, we're going to do this, or maybe they couldn't do the story that someone had written already. You know, who knows? But well, anyway, the point is we're talking about Fox and not Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they already own ABC. I think they just want another thing to attach their name to. I think that's all it is.
Yeah. It's not a big deal in my opinion. Disney's not doing bad.
They've not done enough bad to be significant.
Yeah. What mic are you wanting in the future? I don't know, Mongoose. Can we see your pecs? Donate.
What?
Mabel's like, can we see your pecs? And I said, donate.
Oh my god.
Wait, who played Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith? I forget his name. We need Zootopia too. Maple, I'll call it $10. Nah, yeah, $10. Because this is an athletic shirt, so I'll give you like 30 seconds of peck time.
15.
No, I give it 30 because $10 is a decent amount.
15 because your girlfriend said so.
Well, there you go. This is the deciding factor. There's someone comment. Even if you don't have the money now, you can still search. Yeah, see, the thing is that, like, honestly, I personally don't know enough about microphones to really get into it. Because there's a lot of stuff when it comes in the concerning of audio. I just, I don't know enough about microphones to really get into it without having a siding opinion from somebody who has the experience in that sort of stuff. What are your views on laws limiting you know what? Are you talking about gun control? I'm a little bit confused. Hey YMD. Hey Zana Caller. Yeah, I know. It's the continuing thing though. Because currently, right now, my life is kind of stacked up against me when it comes to time. So spending the time it takes to learn a lot about audio quality and microphones is a little bit more complicated than it may seem for somebody who doesn't really have that kind of experience. So it's something that will take time regardless, and I don't have the money. So it's still going to be something that will take some time. Gun control. I don't really say much about my political opinions on things just because I personally, most of the time I don't care. If it's something that doesn't directly affect me, in my opinion, right? I do have my opinions about things, but I don't share them because in my opinion doesn't matter. And this is something that I tell a lot of people. Like, I have opinions on things. However, do I share them to Twitter? No. Do I share them on Facebook? No. Because ultimately, I can say what I want to say, right? I can sit here and describe, in my opinion, why I think this thing. But at the end of the day, if somebody really cares a lot about their opinion, they're going to leave the stream and call me an idiot or something. Ultimately, it doesn't Doesn't matter. So. Alright, Beta. So, I don't know. That's why I don't really share my political opinions about things. I can talk about it, but, yeah. Ultimately, most people will sit here and listen and then just leave and not ever think about what I say ever again. It's something I've learned about myself as well, right? Like, in the military, I used to go to all these different meetings and all these different things, and unless it was something that directly affected me, right? If it was something that I saw and I had to do or something like that, I took nothing from it. And it's something that I'm trying to work on. Like, if I go to these meetings or if I go to a briefing or something, you know, a lesson, you know, because me and Kyle went to how to be a Popular panel at Megaplex because we thought it was going to be some joke panel. But it was actually a guy who was a psychologist sitting down explaining a lot of things that happen with people who just all of a sudden accumulate fame on things like YouTube or Twitter or whatever. And it was a very informational thing, and I really honestly wish I had brought a journal to it because, like, he was saying a lot of things that make sense, you know, with people who just all of a sudden get famous. You know, it's different. I think, honestly, when it comes to if somebody wants to learn something, bringing a journal or a notebook or even writing something down on the notepad of your phone, if you really want to retain the information, you should do what you want to retain that information. You're getting drafted. Are you going to college football or... Because the military doesn't have a draft anymore. Can you force Corey to say boat and tune at the same time? I don't know if I could force him to do it. That seems kind of aggressive. My favorite word.
At the end of the day.
That's not a word.
Ultimately.
I do like to say ultimately a lot. Especially when I'm drunk. But. Where do you live, YMD? Who would you consider your favorite band ever? This is a tie-up, right? I love Winds of Plague. Winds of Plague has always been my favorite band. But there's a lot of different bands that come into consideration when I think about that kind of stuff, just because not only are they a really high-quality band, but they also do a lot of cool shit to support other things. Like Lamb of God, right? They support a lot of stuff like USO tours and stuff like that. And so there's a decent amount, but Lamb of God and Winds of Plague are pretty high on my list. When it comes to fun words to say, I think onomatopoeia is my favorite word. Just because it's long, but it's fun to say. Five Finger Death Punch is a meh. I liked them when they first started coming out with their albums, but ever since then their chord progression has pretty much stayed the same in all their music. They have a few stuff on albums where it changes. And I do think the one where they played with Tech Nine, that whatever album, they did a lot of different collaborations. I do like that one. That's a good one, because they brought something new and something different. And in most of their albums, in my opinion, they don't really change things up much as far as chord progression or just how their songs progress. It's not like they change things up. It's always in-your-face metal. Which is great. I like that. But the way that they do it just kind of seems monotonous. How do you feel like System of a Down not making an album in almost 13 years? Their band fell apart. And there's a lot of different rumors circulating. I've heard that the bassist just became too much of a drug addict. I know that the drummer at one point was in some sort of band, or not band, I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've even thought about System of a Down, but they're a band. Bands fall apart. Yeah, it's still a thing about money, Sam. Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell is a decent one. Because they did mix it up, right? They had the one song that everybody absolutely loves. And it's a good song. And they did a song that's for a good purpose. See, the thing is I love the band because they do a lot of awesome shit. I just don't really like their music that much. Because it's like Volbeat. Volbeat has a lot of the same sound, same chord progressions, everything that really goes into making music. They don't really change it that much. And I don't like that. Because then it comes to a part in which I'm listening to the music and I'm like, ah, man, I love this song. It sounds exactly like the track of the first album. Or it sounds exactly like the first track I heard on this album. Or it sounds like, whatever. Wait, hold on, I gotta read that again. Sweet from the Trees, Maple, thank you for the $7.75, which is Canadian $10. Gerst is just side talk. She wants to see your pecs too.
I do. Always.
There you go. There's the pecs.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a shirtless thing.
No, I'm not showing my shirtless pecs.
Why not?
That's how you get demonetized, baby. There you go. There's the pecs. My nipples. What's your favorite type of hat? The one you wear on your head. What are you, Odin? That's not nice. My favorite e-juice, mostly anything watermelon flavored. Kansas is a great band. That's all the money I have. Well, thanks, Maple. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me just make them look perky.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay. I know I won't, but it's also a thing of I have a lot of public body shame that I don't really address. So, yeah, I think I'm fat.
I love you.
I know you do, and I love you too. Metallica is a decent band. I've never liked Metallica for the fact of just how douchey their band members are. Do you have any tips for the army? Do a lot of workout beforehand. Do a lot of running. Do a lot of push-ups and a lot of sit-ups. Pull-ups are good as well. Look up how to ranger roll something. That'll help you for basic training. Perky Peck Sparks. Good. Did an end of your chest reveal and well, that's cool. Oh, I appreciate it, Rye, but I still think I'm fat.
Show your face, I love you.
I love you too. Not Brian Mullins. Jordan. I haven't really seen that show. It was kind of coming into the scene. Like the first ever episode was revealed when I was like starting middle school. So I didn't really watch many cartoons at that point in my life other than SpongeBob. So. Alright, Beta. I have not watched Agretsuko. I know, people keep telling me to look at it, but I just haven't. See, the thing is that if you guys continue to tell me that I'm not fat, it doesn't change the fact that I am. Because I'm not, quote-unquote, obese. I am overweight. The fact that I am over 180 pounds right now is something that makes me consider myself as not athletic. It is beef, but it's not the beef that I want. So I still consider myself fat no matter what you say. It's just the fact that I need to change that, and I've been motivating myself towards doing that. Just takes time. Do you like licking door hinges as much as I do? No.
No.
Mabel, that is incorrect. If I was 180 pounds of pure muscle, there would be no water weight in which I would die. It's illegal on other planets. I would like you to provide the factual information regarding that statement. Have you ever eaten raccoon? No. I've eaten squirrel. And possum. And dog. I've eaten a lot of things. But, side note, before anybody tries to call me out on that, I ate dog in a place where it was legal. South Korea, you can eat dogs legally. So before you try to put that blame game on me, I ate it in a place that it was legal. No, it's not morally correct to do, but Monica was Smock Alien with the baby beast. So I have the beast, and then I have the Smock T-Priv. Mark likes Moz? No. He bored a dog. No. Stop. It's like the roast game, but Korean. I don't know what the roast game is. Stop it, Roy. I see that. Yeah. Everybody freaks out because, like, I'm 23, right? But, like, I've lived in other countries. I've had a divorce. I've been in situations that most people should never be in. I have a lot of stories for the age of 23. And the thing is that I want to continue building that. I want to continue going crazy places and doing crazy things because, in my opinion, experience is something that you can't be learned. That can't be taught in a book, or it can't be taught in person. It's something that you have to go out and you have to try. And I want to do that. Everybody always thinks I'm upwards of 28 to 30. Hi, Alice. Down dog. Next is, I've been to Canada. Been to Canada twice. Yeah, it's a crazy world, Cam. Everybody always thinks I'm older than I am.
A lot of people do.
It's the dad beard. See, the thing is that, like, even when I got introduced to Majira's parents, Majira had already talked a lot about me, but he never mentioned my age. And when I first met them was before Vernal Equinox, I think, 2 years ago, and I had the beard back then because I had been, like, out on leave for, like, an entire month. No, it was a year ago. But anyway, so, like, they were talking and they were, like, discussing some of the things that they'd heard about me. And they're like, wow, you know, you seem pretty old. You know, I heard that you had a divorce, and I know that you've lived in South Korea, and, you know, you've been all these crazy places, and Kyle talks about you a lot. And I'm like, yeah, you know, we're just having this nice conversation. And then, I don't even remember what it was. Oh, I said that my birthday was coming up. And they were like, oh, well, how old are you turning? I'm like, I'm turning 22. And they freaked out. I
thought you were 25 when I met you.
Yeah. Help me decide what to eat for dinner. I'm starving. If I were going out to eat, I would probably get a steak. Steak sounds nice right now. Come to British Columbia. You have a free place to stay. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've only been to Ontario. I haven't really traveled that far as Canada goes, just because Just really have another place to go. And then Infernal Equinox. Do you like people? Some of them. Mores Don Save the Rebel. Try to listen. I'll look at it later. I do not have a Nintendo Switch. I still have the original Wii. Would you ever consider coming to the West Coast for a con? Yes, I am. BLFC next year is definitely something I'm going to try to do. And I want to get out to TFF. That's another one I want to do. The farthest I've been west is Missouri, and I was stationed there for a couple months. Well, Rye, you should drive all the way down to where Annie lives, and you should have a steak with Annie. You can come and chill with Ari and myself in Oshawa. Yeah. That sounds fun. Alright, have a good one, Ryan. Okay, Kim, that's cool. I like opera. It's with an E, though. It's O-P-E-R-A. What time is it? 3 a.m. How the fluff have you survived this long? Carefully. How will you determine when you're not overweight? I'll determine myself as not overweight when my body mass index is under 20%. Because ideally, right, for my height, body mass index needs to be in between, I think it's 17 to 19% to be considered healthy. So if I get it below 20%, that'd be nice. I think. I can't remember. Either way, I just know I won't be considering myself fat when I'm able to fit into my old pants. Hey, Francisco, thank you for the 10 Mexican dollars, which I'm assuming would be pesos. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it, man. The dab is dead. Dab's been dead for like 7 months now. Oh, hey, Frankie. I didn't see you in here. Annie is up. Raya lives in the bottom of Australia. Alright, my bad. So very, very hungry. We'll go get food. Don't make me order you pizza again. I swear to God. I don't have the money to buy you pizza. You're like 1 inch tall. Is that another $10 for pecs? That's up to Francisco. Francisco, choose what happens with those $10. Coincidence? Yeah, me and Disney correlated this live stream with the rate in which people watch Zootopia. That's how this happened. No, that's not how it happened. I just got bored. Your stream is delayed 7 seconds. That's kind of average. Get some heckin' fries. That'd be nice. Alright, Cross, you have a good one. Well, then go downstairs, Frankie, to stop being a lazy bum. And not everything is closed. McDonald's is always open. What's your favorite name? I don't know. I had a friend whose name was Charlie Riddick. I thought that was a really cool name. Because his last name was actually Riddick. I was like, wow, that's really nice. I think that would be my favorite. Can I buy you a pizza? There's no pizza place open right now. Because it's 3 a.m. So, no. I have leftover pizza. I gotta head to bed soon. Because their shift sucks. I'm sorry, Tyler. They do suck. Subway is my favorite time zone. You're calling Subway a time zone? I'm kind of confused. Frankie, you have a flashlight on your phone for a reason, dude. Go do it. When are you turning Gersa's room into a VR room for Beat Saber? Whenever I finish unpacking. Ridiculous. I like that. That's good. Just say pesos because that's... No, I said pesos because I thought Mexican currency was... Mexico's currency was pesos. Because it says MX, so I assume that's Mexico. Time is it in America? Currently it's 3 a.m. Brian Mullins, I'm not going to answer that for sake of monetization. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut. Just because they do stuffed crust right. Since your name is Mark Sparks, does Mark actually bark? You just heard it. Then yeah, I just did. I am not German. I am with Google. I think I read that right. Miko. Hello from Finland. Hi, Finland. Mongoose. That's kind of sketchy, bro. Walmart or Target? If I had a choice, Target. Just because there's less creepy people there. Right, if you come to America, well, when you do, I'm taking you to a Waffle House. That's number one, alright? Screw IHOP. You're going to Waffle House. I don't treat my friends to some subpar breakfast foods. We're going to Waffle House. Chipotle, you do what you want with that. I can't eat that. Yodel Kids in Walmart. Not in my Walmart. The only thing that's at my Walmart currently is fat redneck people. That's about it. So because I work at Walmart. Hey man, 11's 11. There's nothing wrong with working at Walmart. Question about EC. How good of a hotel is the Westin? It's a really good hotel, however the elevators suck. So be prepared for that. Where do you go to buy tape? You can go to Home Depot. You can go to Lowe's. You can go to Target, because Target has it. You can even go to places like Michael's, because Michael's has tape. A lot of places that have tape. If Majir has anything to say, you'll be going to Chipotle. Yeah, but he knows that Chipotle really messes up my stomach. So we kind of don't go there when I'm around. We go to Panera. Because, yeah. It's not too bad, Nexus. Lovesick Blues, Hank Williams. It's a song he sang. Cool. I like Old Country. Old Country's alright. Hank Williams is good. I like that, Joe. That's good. I want to ride all the elevators. You probably will if you go to AC. Have you ever been to Vancouver? No. I'd like to go, though. It seems interesting. Oh, God, Miko. It's been so long since I took German, and I'm not drunk enough. V is S, B. I don't know what B is. I know V is S is, but I don't know what B. And then Arbeiten is to work. I don't know what your sentence says. Sorry. Any good Chinese restaurants in the area? I don't know where I'll be living. Oh, Tyler. AC. I don't think so. There's they have Uber Eats there, which is, I would say that'd be the best. If you want good Chinese food, Uber Eats it. So, another good place to eat is Red Robin's. Yeah, it's alright. You're an inspirational person. Remember that you'll always have support from your subs. We'll be there for you. Have a wonderful night. Oh, thanks, Raymond Noodles. You have a good night too, dude. I really appreciate the positivity. Thanks, man. What is your favorite song and favorite band? See, I have a lot of favorite songs. It just depends on the mood, right? If I'm in kind of like a sad, sappy kind of mood, shoot, it's a song by Caliban. This Oath, or if I'm in kind of like a beady uppy kind of mood, kind of, you know, Winds of Plague. A lot of their albums is kind of something that I'm feeling in that kind of sense. It just depends. Alright, bye, Zane Caller. Who is Mickle? I don't know. Because I have no more questions. That's cool, Zane. You don't really have to ask questions. This is a chill stream, right? We just talk to each other. It's how chill streams work. You don't have to ask me questions. It's cool, dude. Would you rather listen to System of a Down or Theory of a Dead Man? System of a Down. How did you beat all the MFF booking issues? What happened is about an hour and a half after everything was completely booked and sold out, so to speak, they started kicking the bots off. So that's how I got it. I just kept refreshing for like an extra hour, and then the room started popping up. Hello, Blue Tonics. Hi, Blue. Wow, Blue Tonics and Blue both just showed up. There's a lot of blues. Batman and Robin. Don't think that's a place to eat. Avatar: The Last Airbender is much better than the Avatar. Are you talking about like Avatar, the like 3-hour long movie with the blue people? Alright, have a good one, Forehead. Chili Willy. Oh, Mark, did you see the trailer for the upcoming Queen movie? Yeah, I did. It looks super cool. Proud to be a furry. It's great. There are furry creators like you come out and spread positivity about the fandom. That's like ultimately my purpose, I feel like, for YouTube and stuff, right? Like, being honest and open is kind of my trademark when it comes to my channel, I feel. Or at least that's what I want. I want people to know that, like, when it comes to what I talk about or whatever I do, that I'm being honest and I'm being open about my opinions. However, a lot of opinions I don't share just because I don't feel like it matters or it's relevant or, you know, whatever. And I don't really make any videos. It's mostly my streams when it comes to the honesty, but when it comes to my videos, it's all about positivity or something fun, something lighthearted. I try to get a nice thing going. At least that's what I'm attempting, anyway. Xenol, I listened a lot to System of a Down when I was in middle school, and then the band broke up, so I got the punt, Brian. I was just joking with you. We'll go get breakfast, Oliver. New Rage 2. No, I never saw New Rage 1. Or if it's a game, I never played New Rage 1. I don't know what New Rage is. Can you be my furry dad? Provide me with the proper documentation and maybe. I'll be awake until 3 and wake up at 4. That's not healthy. Dogs get Barkfest at Waffle House. Does my beard have magical powers? Never tried. So I don't know. Probably not, though. Singorka. Thanks for the subscribies, friendo. I wish popular furries would make videos about their personal workout and diet struggles and things. I feel like it could inspire healthy decisions. See, my thing is, if I made videos about that, it only would call a certain audience, and also the fact that I just don't feel like I know enough about that kind of stuff to actually do that. Because, like, I did ketosis a while back. I tried the ketosis diet just because I needed to lose weight, and at the time my back was in pain, and I couldn't do any working out, so I just tried ketosis. And I did ketosis for like a month, and then it all fell apart. So, alright, Jordan. That's understandable. Yeah, man, being honest is a really good thing. You, of course, don't need to share everything. It's nice that you share anything at all. Well, Raymond, or Ramen, before I get called out for calling it Raymond again. It's just a thing, right? Like, I feel like if I'm open and honest and like truthful about most everything that I try to do or try to portray, right? I feel like if that's how I go about things in life, then there's no reason to say anything else, like anything, I guess, negative, unless you just don't appreciate my opinion. It's just how I feel. But it's also just the fact that, like, I don't want people to think that like, they can't talk to me about things. Because ultimately, right, like, I try to talk to a lot of people. Because that's my ultimate goal, is to let people know I'm a human. I'm just another dude who does something on the internet. But I try to connect to a lot of you because I appreciate a lot of your opinions or a lot of what you guys do. You know, I have a lot of people who really support what I do, and I can't really show my appreciation enough. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a pretty crappy YouTuber just because I don't do the normal YouTuber things, but it's a creator kind of thing. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. Blue Tonics kind of headphones are these. They're Turtle Beaches. They're all right. They do the job. Wow. Thank you, Francisco. I hope you're having a nice vacation. Have you ever seen Space Dandy? No. What languages do you speak? English, and I took a small bit of German in high school and a small bit of French. So I can somewhat speak those. And then because I lived in Korea, I can kind of speak Korean. You try to get me to read Korean, I can't do it. What cons do you plan on going to this year? So far only MFF and AC until I figure out what's going on with my life. Have a good night, Nexus. I talked about you and things. Talked with you about things, and I try, Maple. I don't know. It's always difficult trying to connect with people who you've never met, but sometimes it really works. Yes, I am singing Orca. Alright, Zeno, you have a good time at church. Do you even play any games from Bethesda? Yes. I played a lot of Fallout. Skyrim and Oblivion are not my kind of things, but yeah, it's mostly Fallout. I like a lot of Fallout. It's good to be unique on YouTube. There's so many people out there copying each other versus trying to make their own content. They kind of just blur together. Yeah,
Not everyone can be exactly different, though. Okay, so it's not copying. It's drawing inspiration from. There are people that copy, yes, but there's a particular style of video making and stuff that people actually enjoy, and people know that, and they enjoy it, so they're just doing that too. Because why not? It's really not bad. No. It's like yelling at someone for tracing art. You know, if they're claiming it as theirs, and obviously it's someone else's drawing, no, but they could be like, hey, I traced this and I liked how it looked. Yeah. What do you think? You know.
Yeah. It's like if I made a video that's similar to something that Majira just posted. Right? Because I'm not completely copying his work. I'm taking inspiration off of some of the things, like the Whose Line Is It Anyway videos that I did. Yes, ABC had Whose Line Is It Anyway? However, I took what I wanted from that kind of stuff and went for it with what I wanted. You can never truly be original when it comes to creating content on YouTube.
It's impossible.
It's quite literally impossible. It's all about what people like. I know, Maple. I'm talking about in general, not just that. How's it going, Mystical Delta? I don't read Webtoon. I don't know what that is. Well, Singing Orca, if you're going to a con that I'm going to, you can. I'm pretty open to meeting new people. Doing the normal thing isn't always the best thing to do. I think it matters what you do and what works for you. Yeah, that's true. Ultimately, a lot of people on YouTube try to just make things because it's popular, and it just creates an endless cycle of mediocrity because they're not putting their full heart into it. They're just editing it to make it look like they're having a good time. And I don't want that. I want to do something that I find fun. Something that I find is something that I just want to do. Like, there's a lot of ideas I have right now, and some of them I just physically can't do because I don't have the things needed for that. But that's like how I've always wanted my channel to be. It's just something that I personally feel like I want to do because I don't want to sell anything short of like content. Floor ceiling, preferably the floor. I need that to walk. An absolute nerd for Fallout. Yeah, New Vegas is my favorite. 4 was okay. It was good. The way they ran with it, I just didn't really like that. And then Fallout 3 was a really good game. It's just, I liked the vibe and the style from New Vegas. Did somebody break your ribs in fursuit? No, that was Majira. Night Xenol. Sorry, that's not exactly what I meant. I meant more so that people take lists from others and rearrange them and say, yeah. It's just the same thing, in my opinion. It's all about how a content creator makes their content ultimately on YouTube is how it revolves, right? Because everybody kind of makes some of the same content, right? Like even the video I posted a while ago, Odin did one like it. I wasn't copying him. I wasn't stealing his story. It was just that we have a similar story that we care a lot about. It's ultimately it. Whew. Maple said to look at Telegram. Curse. She's listening to something. Give her a second. I appreciated it. Ishmaniyani. I think that's how you say your name. Have you played Data Boy yet? No. Can't afford it. What's the square root of cute? Mathematics say that variables can't really be divided into other variables unless you know those variables. So I don't know those variables. Your name, blah blah blah. Toon is a free comic app. Cool. I don't have the time for that, to be quite honest. Any advice to someone that got shot in the chest 24 minutes ago? Go to the hospital. Why is the backspace so close to the sand button? Where's the sand button? Where did you get your fursuit done, Miss? So the original one, which is my older one, which was the really toony one, was made by Morpholess, and then I had it refurbished by Fleeting Finnick, who's made my most recent one. They just kind of reskinned it and resculpted it and made it to what it is now. Wheelie, I appreciate it. See, I spend a lot of times trying to read through those comments, but there's so many stories of people who are sharing their own ideas their own experiences and their own emotional stuff that has happened or they're currently going through, that it's really hard for me to read, just because it's the fact that like I want to acknowledge everything because it's something that I really care about, and I want people to know that I care about them. But when you have over 300 comments, and every one of them, well, mostly every one of them is somebody's own story or something that somebody's going through, it becomes very difficult for one person to do. So like I really tried. But trying to read those comments and answer every one of those comments got to a point where I was spending 3 hours sitting down on the computer only to get through about 20 comments out of the 300. So I couldn't spend much more time on it. I still try to go through those, but I feel emotionally exhausted after I finish those. Alright, have a good one, Blue Tonics. How far are you going to grow the beard out? Not much longer than this. I'm going to keep my beard business practical. They're not helping. Harley, if you just got shot in the chest, where did you get shot in the chest? Because if you got shot anywhere in the upper cavities, number one, you shouldn't be on the phone, because you should probably be focusing on breathing, considering that you probably punctured a lung. And then anything below the chest, you're dealing with lower intestine problems. So I don't even know how you'd be able to focus on your phone. You should... Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the truth, Ramen. I don't want people to feel like as if I don't care. That's the ultimate thing, because a lot of those comments, right, there's a lot of people who were seeking help. And, like, I'm not a psychologist, but I can give you links that will help you. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. And then the people who were sharing those experiences, leaving them a heartfelt comment back was all I could really do, because, you know, I don't know them personally, but them sharing their story is something that can give somebody else hope. And so people who may need it may be in my comment section after reading it and wanting to know if anybody else has had those problems. So, I don't know. Alright, Argonian, have a good snack. Your smile is enough to change my day from bad to good. Well, good. I appreciate it, Buzzpaw. Have you ever heard of a bee shepherd? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I don't know. It's a continuing thing I'm working on. You're dead to me, Mark. Oh, Harley, I don't know why you would be leaving a comment like that, man. Look, man, if you were in the hospital, you should focus on getting help. You should be focusing on my live stream, bud. Being honest, I'm not saying these things because I don't believe your story. You can say whatever you want to, but if you're in the hospital right now, you need to focus on getting attention and help. If there's nothing helping, then call somebody, call something, try something. Do something other than what you're doing, because if you're going to continue sitting there, you could potentially die. Getting shot in the chest is not... Getting shot in the chest anywhere could potentially lead to a lot of things bad happening. So you should focus on those and not be on my stream. Not saying I don't want you here. I'm saying that you should focus on what's more important. Even if it is his brother, he should still be focusing on getting the attention that's needed for his brother. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm alright, two chooks. I don't know what a Belgian Shepherd is. Sounds interesting. I like Australian Shepherds. Australian Shepherds are nice. They're cute. Chicken. Free for life. I don't know what that language that is, but you have a good one. Pick up pizza. Alright, dude. I want a chicken. Just go get a chicken. I don't know if you mean to eat it or to keep it as a pet, but just still go get a chicken. Chickens are interesting pets. Well, we get a pet. You get it as a pet. You can buy chickens from the flea market. I had a friend who had a chicken as a pet. It was really interesting. Oh, okay. Well, you have a good one, Mark. Have a good walk. My favorite type of dog. I would assume probably a husky. I've only owned one dog, and I'm not stable enough as far as timing goes to keep a dog. Like, ever since I was, 15 in high school, I was working my ass off continually. So I never really got the time to spend to take care of a puppy or a dog, because they do take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So I need a drum set first, Mystical Delta. I would love to, though. I like drum sessions. Yeah, exactly, Buzzpaw. That way you don't have to go to the store. I've mentioned it before, Ricardo. I am bisexual, but I don't really classify myself as anything just because I don't really care. I'm just attracted to what I'm attracted to. Who are three of your favorite drummers? Joey Jordison is one. Gene Krupa. And the Rev. I forget his actual name, but the Rev. Oh. Who's the cutest of them all? Gers.
Of who?
Of them all, I guess. Yeah.
Aw, shut up.
Alright, have a good one, Gaming Coyote. I hope that you have a fun time at the marriage. Or at the wedding, not marriage. I don't know how much help I'd be, depending on where it is. Dream car is a 1969 Dodge Charger. I've always wanted one. Dave Grohl's alright. See, my thing is, like, when I'm looking... Oh, no, Neil Peart, too. Neil Peart. I don't know. I love Neil Peart. I don't know. There's a lot of really good drummers out there. It's just the fact that, like, Joey Jordison is someone who I look up to as a role model, and the same with the Rev. Just because their drumming style is something that I want. I want the fluentness. I want the fluid sort of style of drumming where you're able to do what you want to do and not be a complete robot. But at the same time, Neil Peart is also an idol because it's someone who can both be fluent and fluid, but also make a sheet of music for an entire drum solo in which you're going to play and be perfect about it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Damn, Cam. BMW M3 E30. Cool. I prefer Lamborghini over Ferrari. 3 dinners. 3 dinners. No. Not really. I have breakfast and then I try to eat lunch, but sometimes I just skip lunch and go to dinner. See, I'd want a Koenigsegg just so I could sell it and buy whatever cars I want that's cheaper. Yeah, my 67 Nova got totaled. So I understand that, Maple. It sucks. I get told to stop looking at things like I like for Phantom and Guns. Well, Chase, if you get told to stop looking by looking at things, it's up to you to determine whether or not you should actually stop doing that. My opinion. Because ultimately, right, like, if you're looking at the furry fandom, it's a hobby. If you're looking at guns, it's a hobby. You're not hurting anybody. You're not affecting anybody's morals by doing it. Looking is looking. Shouldn't really matter. Still Lamborghini over Bugatti. Lamborghini, and okay, so I kind of have a problem, right? I don't really like many European cars. Just because of how not fluid, they all look very curvy or very low and very pointy. I don't like that. I don't like the shape. I don't know what it is about the shape of like foreign supercars, but I'm not a big fan. Like, about the only supercar that I really like and really appreciate is the Dodge Viper. It's just, I don't know. I'm more of a muscle car fan. I'm more of a blocky kind of car fan. Just because it's all like, I don't know, I just like it. Non-American car brand. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't. I'd say like Honda because they make reliable cars. What kind of music are you into? Anything other than new country and new rap. But preferably I choose metal. I don't know who Ronaldo or Messi is. Where did you get the poster? Gerst got it at Comic-Con. A Comic-Con. Yeah, it's probably the Beard Cruiser dude. Yeah, the old Dodge Viper is the 2001. I've always wanted one. Favorite generic car as far as looks go? As far as generic, I'm assuming under 35k or around 35k. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say because I love the FJ Cruiser. FJ Cruiser, in my opinion, is like my ideal SUV. I don't know. Because like I own a Dodge Journey and it gets what I need done. That's like what I look at a car is like, what do I need it to do? Okay? It does it. So I don't really like how it looks or anything like that. It gets the job done. It's all it needs to do. Now, my Mustang, because I have a 71 Mustang, that's a fun car. That's something that I have for fun. I bought that for the looks. I bought that for the power. I bought that for what I want. Just depends on what you're using the car for. Soda keto. Yeah, metal. Yeah, I'm down, Beta. Please tell me you like Slipknot. I do. Not Slipknot. I'm thinking of Korn. Or maybe it was Slipknot. I can't remember the name of the song. Yeah, it's Slipknot. There's a Slipknot song where there's just like a snare drum and like it's like ba 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 da 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 da. I can't remember the name of the song. Anyway, we took apart my drum set when I was in high school, and we walked around the mall when my friend was holding one of my crash cymbals, and I was playing the snare for that part just to see if anybody catch it. And then some radio broadcaster was like, "Hey, dude, what you guys are doing is awesome." And he was super drunk, but it was still kind of cool. I don't have TV, Ricardo. I don't know. Or not Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo. Thought I read your name wrong for a second. BioLife, you can't really buy those. You have to kind of earn. You're given a life, but how you use it is ultimately up to you. Mark something tall and fast. Following me. What? I'm confused. I make music, don't test me. Favorite TV show, Ramen, is MASH. Just because I grew up with it. I've never heard of Pliny? Never heard of them. If you got an FJ Cruiser, would you custom paint it if you could? Yeah. Yeah. I would. Dodge Durango SRT. Cool looking. Ford GT40. Those are nice cars. Ever heard of Dream Theater? Yes. What's his name? What is his name? Mike Portnoy. Mike Portnoy is the drummer for Dream Theater, and at one point when the Rev died from Avenged Sevenfold, the Mike Portnoy was somebody who the Rev looked up to as a drummer, and so Avenged Sevenfold asked for Mike Portnoy to play for some of the tracks in their album that came out after the Rev died. I love Mike Portnoy. He's a cool dude. Would you like to live in Zootopia? I don't know. As some, I'm not really sure because I don't really know how that would, like, that kind of economical system would work, or really how a lot of different things about that society would work. Because it sounds nice as a fantasy kind of thing, but it's also like you got to consider, like, man, it looks really nice. But if you get stuck in a really crappy situation because you don't know the economical factors going into that kind of civilization, you could probably end up getting really hard screwed. Keto, as a kid, my father had bought a 69 Cuda. He went to a junkyard and bought a 69 Cuda, and then he also bought a 66 Mustang. But he had to sell the Cuda, and then he gave the Mustang to my sister, who then sold it to get a 99 Trans Am. So, or not Trans Am, Firebird. She bought a Firebird. John Petrucci. Oh, yeah. I bow to him every night. Alright, have a good one, Mystical Delta. The band Andromeda. I don't think I've heard of them either. You know the original story of Zootopia? No. I do not. I don't know. Alright, have a good night, Tyler. You have a good night for work tomorrow, because I know you got to get up early, so... I don't know. I think, like... I don't know. Sorry, the thing that happened earlier is still kind of affecting me, to be completely honest. The person who came in and stuff like that, saying that his brother was in the hospital. Like, the thing is, right, if there's something really crazy personally that's going on in my life, I appreciate you being here and I appreciate your support. But the thing is that ultimately, if I were in that situation, it would be best for both me and the person who is injured to go in and do the things that's needed. Because, like, if you come onto my stream asking for help for this situation, I don't know the situation. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand is when it comes to, like, me, right? As a streamer or as a YouTube creator, I don't know the answer to everything. I'm just another human being. Like, if you're gonna come into my stream and ask for what should you do for this specific situation, if I know what to do, I'll tell you. But if I don't know, you being here is actually quite pointless. Because you should be focusing on what you should do next. You shouldn't be focusing on me. I'm not gonna help you, because I don't know how. It's bothering me because the person, you know, how they reacted to it, I didn't mean to cause any sort of personal friction. I was just being honest. I don't know. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. Where do the lies end and the truth begin? Somewhere in the middle. I would assume. I don't know. Hey, Matches. I don't know. Bon, I don't know. I've been having a lot of difficulty sleeping here lately, so. Well, even then, saying I hate you, right? Like this person just said, I hate you again, for something that was a miscommunication is something that's just considered. I don't know. If I offend you in any sort of way, I'm going to take the time to apologize. However, if I'm being honest, and if I'm being open, and I'm telling you what I feel like you should do, that's not a reason to hate somebody. A reason to hate somebody is because of personal affliction, because of personal emotion. If you came into my stream saying, my brother needs medical attention, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. I'm a dude sitting behind a computer talking to a camera. I'm going to tell you what I just told you. You should go seek your brother's medical attention. You shouldn't seek my attention. I'm not going to do anything for you in that case. It's just how it works. Because the thing is, like, when it comes to hate comments, I don't really care, right? But when it's something that seems more personal because there was actually a story building up behind it, that's something that needs to be dissolved. That's something that needs to be resolute. Or it needs to be resolved, not resolute. So, it's just like, I don't know. If you're going to hate me for being honest, then I guess it's better than pointless hate. Also, be nice, guys. Just be nice. Do you have a dream car? Yeah, I said it earlier, but I guess you weren't here yet, Matches. 1969 Dodge Charger. I'm alright, Mellow Gamer. Just kind of relaxing. But yeah, guys, be nice regardless of who it is that you're addressing. If you're addressing me, be nice. If you're addressing somebody in the hate, somebody trolling my channel, the thing is that no matter what, don't be hateful. If they're being hateful, my mods will handle them. It'll be the end of that. But at the same time, like, people are still people. Just be nice. Sometimes the best way to kill hate is with love. Just sounds super hippie. But it's worked sometimes. You never know. How much of a Halo fan were you back in the day? So, the first ever gaming system that my family really played, because we had a Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, and really only my sister played that. Now, the Super Nintendo, my dad played Super Mario, to the point in which he played it for 4 days straight just because he wanted to get the princess to kiss him, because he didn't have a memory card. I don't even think they had a memory card on those. I don't know. Anyway, he couldn't save. So he worked for 4 days trying to get the princess to kiss him. But when it comes to newer aged gaming, we got the Xbox. And the first thing my dad bought for the Xbox was Halo, because it was the revolution of gaming. Halo was the only game to ever outsell a movie. Because Spider-Man was the #1 movie that year, but Halo outsold it, which was huge. You know, that's a revolution in gaming advertising and marketing. So, like, my dad had to get it, and we played that game all the way up until Halo 2, and then we played Halo 2 all the way up until Halo 3. Now, after Halo 3, it's kind of when we died off of Halo, because ODST was and Halo 4 was, or Halo Reach was and so on. Hey, Grand Factor, thank you for the $2. Show money. Frankie, stop eating gamey sandwiches. Definitely T Ice Wolf. Well, see, like, my dad really sucked at video games, but he still really tried. Like, the original Halo he could play because the sensitivity for the controlling was kind of what he was up to par with. And then when Halo 2 came out, it took him some time to get used to that. Nowadays, he only really plays one game, which is Call of Duty, because he doesn't play any of the new Call of Duty or anything like that because he can't handle it. But he does play the zombies from World at War and I think it was Black Ops 2. I can't remember. Ooh. Heck yeah, Chase. I mean, did you say what I told you, Keto? Oh, not addressing me. Halo 3 is the best. Yes. I agree completely. Halo 3 was great, and then, in my opinion, the Halo series just kind of dropped off. Because, in my opinion, I say that a lot in these streams, but it's true. I'm just talking about my opinion. It seemed like after, I think it was it 343? No, it was Bungie who had it, and then 343 grabbed it on Halo 3 and continued on with it, and then... Anyway, it seemed to be less about the story. It seemed to be more about the multiplayer, which turned Halo into kind of a Call of Duty type of game, and that's when I stopped enjoying it. So... there's no way. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Halo 3 was another, like, really awesome game that came out and kind of revolutionized a lot of it. I don't know. It's just a continuing revolving door when it comes to video games. Because when it's content creating, once again, right? Like, if your game is what makes... what makes your gaming company something that's an absolute seller, something that is different from everybody else. Why would you try to differ? Why would you try to stray from that path when you know that the people who enjoy your games love that? But it's because it's what you want to do, or maybe it's what you think would be a good marketing trend. It's all about what you want. And sometimes it differs from what everybody else wants. So that's probably why, in my opinion, Halo fell apart. See, I agree with you as far as Halo or Fallout goes, beta, but at the same time, Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. That's my favorite game. I still have an original Xbox just so I could play that game. Ricardo, it's up to you, dude. No, I do not, Mongoose. Never been a big fan. Not that I hate My Little Pony. It's just not my thing. Portal and Portal 2. Kyle, Majiro will agree with you on that. Yeah, I said that. I don't know if the delay canceled that one out, but Mercenaries Playground Destruction is my favorite game. Not Mercenaries 2. Mercenaries 1. Do you have any other personas? No, I don't. In my opinion, I just don't think I'm creative enough to create that. I've tried. I tried to make another character, and maybe one day I'll make another one. But for right now, I only have one. No, Human Proxy. See, the thing is, right, I never hate a whole group of individuals. Because that's dumb. Hating a whole group of individuals for something... I mean, granted, there are some groups of individuals who, in my opinion, they should do whatever they want, but still, at the same time, not recognizing the whole human aspect to any sort of social gathering or social group is denying the common decency of a human right. So I don't hate bronies. Can never hate bronies. I know a lot of bronies. Just My Little Pony's not my thing. And I don't really hate My Little Pony either. I know, right? I say it a lot. Do you play any Forza games? I played Forza Horizon 3 and 2. Those are both really good games. I like those. I just don't play them for streams because I don't feel like it's interesting enough for people to watch. Have a good one, Mellow Gamer. I did not, Buzzpaw. Yeah. I played Need for Speed Underground 1, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Most Wanted. I haven't played anything after... no, it wasn't Carbon. I can't remember which came out, but anything after those I haven't really played. I don't know. Have a good one, Julio. Hello, Spark the Jolteon. I don't know if Majira is actually going to be in Winds of Change. I don't actually know if that's a thing. I know that they had the artist who made most of the characters for Winds of Change. That person drew Majira, but I don't actually know if Clace is putting Majira into Winds of Change. My brother's in Winds of Change. Favorite anime is Steins Gate. I like My Hero Academia, but I just don't think it tops Steins Gate for me. Telegram when you have the chance. Send you a long message. I'll read that after the stream. Yeah, My Hero Academia is a great one. I love it. What model car do you think would be the perfect cop vehicle? There's Ford came out with a new line of police vehicles, which I've gotten to ride in a few of them. Because it came out with the SUV edition and then the Interceptor edition. And I rode in the Interceptor edition. I didn't ride in the SUV edition. In the Interceptor, oh god. You want to talk about fast. Man, those mugs. The guy who I rode in with, this was back when I lived in the small town in North Carolina that I grew up in. But my dad's always been a police officer. So I used to go on ride-alongs and things like that, just with my father, and the cop who let me ride in the car with him, just because I was doing my senior thesis on, police, because this is something that I knew, something that I was very comfortable with. So he let me ride in the Interceptor, and it was super cool, because we got on this long stretch that leads up to a bridge, and straight up, he just mashed down that pedal. Have a good one, I'm a gaming nerd. Thank you, Ray. Have you tried... I don't know what that is. Ford Falcon. Do you have any tips on telling people about the fandom? Yes. Never ever focus on the bad. Right? If you're trying to sell somebody a car, right? Like if you're telling somebody about the fandom, you don't want to immediately say the worst thing about it. Like, yeah, I know a lot of people say this. They say something about like not safe for work stuff. Don't ever focus on that. Don't ever make that a part in anything. Because ultimately what you're trying to do is something that you care about, something that's your hobby, whatever it is to you, you want to make it positive. You want to make it something that you enjoy and something that could be shed in a positive light, right? You want to explain it in a way that is honest and truthful, but at the same time, you don't want to make it about the worst things. Because not everybody likes those. Some people do. But if you don't, you don't. That's how it works. So explaining the best things about it, the positive things, how things, how you would have wanted explained to your parents is ultimately how you should explain it to everybody else. Saying, Yeah, we dress up in fursuits. We do a lot of things for charity. We do, everybody makes their own thing. It's a super cool and creative place. That's how you should do it. Don't ever mention the bad. If they specifically ask about it, though, that's another story. Have a good one, Ricardo. So, yeah. Well, that's cool, Proxy. It's all about what you want. Honestly, like, if your friends hate it, then that's your friends. Don't let your friends determine what you enjoy. That's your choice. I appreciate that, Chase. If you are going to any con I'm going to, you should let me know so that way I can meet up with you when you're wearing your fan club shirt. I want to get a fan club thing, but not enough people have bought my shirts, so I don't really plan on doing anything until I actually have a decent amount of them. Watch Fullmetal Alchemist. I read the manga. That's about it. I didn't watch any of it just because when I was in the 8th grade, my friend was obsessed with him, so I tried reading that specific manga because I was like, man, my friends enjoy it, why not take a read at it too? It's okay, I like it. I haven't watched it, but Avatar's another one that Gurs and Majira showed me. It is good. I do enjoy that as well. I enjoy those animes. Purposely trying to sound like the parent who's trying to get in with the cool kids. Versus the parent who's trying to be too cool. What you drinking? Sweet tea. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of anime that people keep telling me to watch, but ultimately, what makes a good anime for me is basically how it makes me think. Right? Like Avatar was good because it builds all this story into it that makes you think this specific way about this specific thing. The biggest thing that I hate about anime sometimes is that it's more focused on things that ultimately don't progress anywhere in the story. It's all about cool fighty scenes or hot characters. I don't care about that. The only thing I really care about is the story. And there's a lot of anime out there that the story's just boring to me. That's alright, Beta Dude. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. If Gerst's character are in an anime, then I'll watch anime. Can agree with that. Well, see, that's the thing is I read the manga, so I know how deep the story is, but I just never got around to it. Currently, I'm vaping. Super good. Squeeze. Hello, Shadow Animation. Enemy is too bright. Yeah, I can get that. I definitely understand that vibes. Because, like, what story, what anime were you trying to get me with the sins? 7 Deadly Sins?
7 Deadly Sins, yeah.
Hunter. Gers tried to get me into 7 Deadly Sins and Hunter x Hunter, and I didn't like the story at all. 7 Deadly Sins was just like, they just pushed you
Sims.
directly.
You keep saying Sims.
Say Sins.
Sounds like you're saying Sims.
You have headphones on.
So do you.
Yeah, but I can hear myself talk.
It just sounds like a funny, like, show. 7 Deadly Sims.
This one's the Grim Reaper. Alright, Rye, just ban him. He's been warned. Just ban him. But yeah, no. Seven Deadly Sins was something that, like, I liked it, but I didn't like it. The characters were cool, they were kind of interesting, but at the same time, it was like, Story sucks. They push you into something that you don't understand, and they continue pushing you into it, expecting you to understand it at some point, and I don't like that. Seven Deadly Sims needs to be an expansion pack for Sims 4. I haven't watched Blue Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist? It's alright.
That's alright, Ryan. I appreciate it regardless. Like a bonbon? Well, Bon Pansky's here. If you're ever in MA, time and fall, hit me up. Yeah, dude, I'm down. I've never been to an actual fraternity party because the military doesn't count as a fraternity. But I'd say military parties are pretty damn similar to fraternity parties. Just fraternity parties don't have a lot of rules regarding them. Favorite Marvel hero? Ant-Man. I think me and him would get along.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, think about it.
No, I'm not saying anything, Mark.
Think about it, guys.
I'm not.
He says puns, right? He named his aunt Anthony. And, see, me and him would get along. I need to do these more often. I don't do enough YouTube chill streams. That's literally me on Telegram, Argonian. Stricter side, since if someone got hurt or transported, kill the fraternity. Yeah, that makes sense. Ant-Man is, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'd be down to go. I'd definitely be down to go. Yeah, I love Tom Holland regardless. Tom Holland's his real life personal character is really interesting. Tom Holland he's like if a fan became a movie star in a day and became like, you know, in the same place. Like, that's literally him. Tom Holland was just like, yeah, you know, I want to try out for this, and then he got accepted and freaks out because he's meeting all the people that like he grew up watching, and he's just the cutest individual ever. How about the weather? It's been raining. Hi, Kiro. What's your favorite meat? That's a hard one. Hey! Sparks Jules, thank you for the $2 super chat, bud. I appreciate it, man. What's your favorite meat? I still think like steak. But then again, I don't know, beef is just probably it because I love bulgogi. Spanky. Oh, nice, Kiro. Pittsburgh Fur Bowls are awesome. Like, out of any of the fur bowls I've ever been to, Pittsburgh Fur Bowls are pretty much the coolest. I want to go back at some time. Favorite vegetable? Corn. Corn's a vegetable, right?
I think so.
If not, then green beans. If you like to talk to tomatoes, if they can make you smile.
Don't, Mark. You're becoming the thing you hate.
I know. They are the litness. What's your opinion on poutine? It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but I think the thing I didn't like is I kind of went to a bad place for poutine. Because we went to like a beaver tail stand.
Yeah, it wasn't like true. It didn't have everything. It was more like an ice cream store that also had poutine.
Yeah, it was all right. It was. I think the thing is I don't like soggy potatoes. So gravy on potatoes, regardless if they're fried or not, like they would have to be really hard fried for me to like get over the sogginess taste or the sogginess texture of poutine. Oh fuck yeah, I love beaver tails, dude. Those are so good. I am Zony. It's only been in 2 hours. It's not really that long. Oh, yeah, I should probably say this. I'm probably going to be doing a 12-hour live stream on Monday. So prepare yourselves for that. So I had the Avalanche one, the Oreo one, and the Reese's one. Those are the 3 that I've had. And I think out of all of them, it's either the Avalanche or the peanut butter one. The Avalanche is really good. Why are I? Because I need money. I'm kidding. But yes,
It's true though.
It is true. No, but ultimately, I want to try to do more of the longer live streams so that way I feel like I'm doing something more productive with my time. Monday's kerfluffle. I'm sorry, Maple. I'll probably be streaming around. It'll probably start around 6 and end at 6. So it is 4 a.m. for me. I've seen Rick and Morty. I don't really know if I have a favorite quote though. I don't think it's something that I've watched enough to be able to develop a favorite quote from. Just because I watched it and then I just watched it. How to fire an M9? You pull the trigger. Swifty. See, I know the Wubba Level Dub reference, but it wasn't funny enough to me to make it something worth memorizing. And the Swifty one is pretty good. I think the Swifty one would probably be more likely to be something I'd find funny. Oh, dude, Milkus. Yes. Every time I described Milkus to anybody, they're like, oh, that sounds horrible. Caffeinated milk? Dude, I loved Milkus. Milkus and ginseng cider. Dude, ginseng cider was my shit. I drink, like I would go to the Lode Marts, and I used to stack up on ginseng ciders because I loved them so much. Have a good one, Two Chicks. Have a good one, Buzzpaw. Carbonated milk is a thing. It's called Milkus. Do you enjoy K-pop? Did you listen to much K-pop? I did. So the thing was is that K-pop was kind of just something that I heard over there, and I didn't really care. But like coming back and Majira, who's in love with K-pop, like I walked in behind a music video set for, I think it was FX. I think that's the name of the band. I know that they like kind of broke up now. I don't know, something like that. There's some sort of drama regarding FX, but I walked in behind them, and then I was like, man, I should listen to FX, because I walked in behind one of their sets. And then, yeah, I like FX. BTS is pretty cool. I watched I'm taking this home. Bagged milk seems like a waste of plastic. Should just be in a carton. It seems like you're putting milk in a bag to then put in a container. Just seems really counterproductive when you could just put it in a carton. Root beer flavored milk. Sounds weird. Thoughts on the apocalypse? I'll let you know when it happens. Isn't there more steps than to fire an M9? You can't just pull the trigger. Well, if you're talking about loading an M9, then yes, there is more steps. But to fire an M9, it's simply to pull the trigger. Hey, Sparky. How's the Korean life? You don't have much time left. I remember EXO. I do remember EXO. Do you often stream on this time? No. I usually stream a lot earlier. Yeah, see, the thing with like Korea is Korea seems to be, at least when I was there, everybody seemed to be stuck in the 90s as far as like the younger generation goes. Because like I saw outfits that like I saw in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, some things, like some of the people wears things that just look like they're from a 90s music video. Have you tried Orbitz, the drink, not the website? No, I don't think I've tried Orbitz. At least I don't remember. Yeah, you're on the down slope, right? You're almost done, right? Well, not almost. You have like, what, 4 months left? Or is it 5 months? Hey, thanks, Fallen Angel. I appreciate it. I hope your prom is good. What?
Every time I hit play, it's like lagging. So like, right, see here, it's all fine. Everything's fine. Okay,
It needs to render.
Oh.
See, you have to play through the full thing once for it to render, and then go back and then hit play again for it to be done.
Okay.
So if it starts to lag, let it play, and then look back at it.
Okay.
Because it'll have rendered.
Okay.
5 months now? Yeah. You're on the downslope. Now is a good time to start counting your days. You never count your days on the way up. You always count them on the way down. I don't really eat much curry. But Von Pansky, to me, the UK is a cool place that I want to go to. So you're already living in a cool place in my book. If you like to talk to tomatoes,
Stop it.
if they make you smile.
No.
It's stuck in my head. If I brought you Milkies for FE19, would you be happy? Yeah, I'd be pretty happy. I saw, I don't remember what store it was, but some place was selling Milkies, and I was like, I gotta buy that. No, I never did. Yeah, ramen noodles. I got that from Mochi, Creative Mochi. You can look them up on Twitter. It's just Creative and then MOCHI. You can commission whatever pot pillow you want, and they're really reasonable and they're super chill. They were literally like Creative Mochi was the one, like, she made it, or they made it, because I don't know their gender. They made it while they were dealing with pregnancy, which was super chill, because they were like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get this done as soon as we can. And then there was like a week where they weren't talking, and then they messaged me and was like, hey, sorry, I was dealing with pregnancy. And I was like, and you're still emailing me? Like, you should take like a month off. And then they still did it. Pretty cool. Zoni, my girlfriend, is with me. How do you motivate yourself to finish a video? Beta, the best thing for me is what I learned in the military. And that's put on some music, take about 15 minutes or 10 minutes of break. Because if you take anything over 10, 15 minutes, it's just going to demotivate you further to do it, because you just start thinking about doing other things. Take 10, 15 minutes to break, put on some music, barrel through it. Because ultimately what helps me whenever I'm editing, because I hate editing. Editing is the worst part of video making for me, because I love to create things, I love to film things, all that. That's fine. But the second it comes to, it's time to edit, you never know how it's going to end up until you finish it. And that's the thing, is like, you can't demotivate yourself because it's not done. Yeah, I'll let you know, Ray. Yes, Bombansky, it's a southern thing that it's like the last southern thing I haven't let go of, is how to properly pronounce ramen. I always say ramen. Thanks, Joe King. Chasers, it depends on how simple you want to describe shooting a gun. Because ultimately there's a lot of steps when it comes to shooting a gun. There's how you breathe, there's how you do your trigger pull, there's a bunch of different stuff when it comes to actually being dignified marksman. But if you're just talking about shooting a gun, then yes. I have never heard of Eurovision. I did not know what that was. Because I know, like, people were talking about Eurovision on Twitter, and I was like, oh, cool, it looks like America's Got Talent for Europe. I didn't actually know what it was. But yeah, beta, that's just how I prepare for editing. Another thing is don't distract yourself. Because, like, what will happen is I'll put on, like, I don't know, a TV show or a movie in the background, and I'll be editing, and then I'll become more focused on the video or the movie or the TV show, because I'm like, man, I haven't seen this one before. And I'll, like, stare at it, because it's like, or it's a movie I've seen, and I'm like, man, I love this part. And I'm more focusing on that than I am focusing on this. Hey, Casey. Thanks, Argonian. Oh, yeah. That's true, beta. All the clicking and the clacking makes it so... Honestly, like, the best thing for me, and I'm going to say this, is, like... Scientifically, it's proven. If you listen to orchestral music, or if you listen to something very mellow, something not too technical, it's more likely to help your brain think. The lower beats per minute and the less rackety type of noises, the more transitional of notes that a song is, the easier it makes your brain to think, because your brain isn't having to focus on listening, it's just hearing it. I'd have to say an 8 maple, just because of the fact that it's still an uphill battle for me to try to play the drums, because I don't have a drum set right now. No, it didn't make me mad, Chase. Dude, I was in the military. Talking about guns doesn't make me upset. Well, Maple, let me know what the game is. Tell me the game. Yeah, but that's something I personally enjoy doing when it comes to editing. I don't know how Majira does it, but he just does it. Go on, Sparky. Hey, Aki. Turn your glasses upside down, sir? Why? Then I can't see. Maple, I'll take a look at that later. Just by the name, I'm like, you know, I probably shouldn't open that on stream. Man, is it hot. It is burning like a fire in here. Yeah, these are. I haven't bought prescription for a different pair, so these are still the BCGs that the Army issued. Thanks, Finn. I appreciate it. I like my veteran beard too. Both, Beta. It's not like hot. Today it was 70, 75-ish, which to me is a little bit hot, but I know it's not the hottest. Yeah, this is Gerst's poster. Huh. Okay, Maple. This is American Meme. Yeah, I saw that. I don't quite fully get it. But, Let me put my phone somewhere where it won't make loud noises. What is Gerst up to this fine 4:25 in the morning? She is editing the video that we just filmed at an abandoned mall. It's always weird looking at yourself, and it's like reversed, looking this way and looking back. Because I'm like, man, I need to mess with. Shoot, that's not the way my hair goes. Ohio, Mark. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's what that was. Piper's still with me. She's in our bedroom because Gersa's cat doesn't really... Gersa's cats
Plural.
and dog haven't really warmed up to her yet. So she's staying in our room until they warm up to her. Also, yeah, describing the Patreon lens... I told Gerst to get together for a picture, and she didn't know what was behind us until after I took the picture.
Oopsie.
Because the
I
picture...
swear to God, I'm not pregnant. I'm not.
The picture was a sign that said expected mothers parking.
I literally didn't even think about that.
Thanks for subscribing, Call Me Mongoose. It's a pet. Yeah, Piper's my cat. Is your girlfriend a furry too? Yeah.
Of course I am.
Let me just go over here where there's all of our furry artwork up on the wall, as well as
Badges.
Gers. The badges, and then the cutout poster behind of me and Gers.
Where?
Directly Gers.
Oh, right here. I forgot that was there. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. And then there's our badges on the wall, and then over there is more artwork.
Alright, fix your camera. It's looking up again.
No
No one wants to see the ceiling. They want to see you.
Question about con stuff. I went to A&E. Just kind of walked around aimlessly, like no one to meet and nothing to do. Would you recommend for people trying to make the con experience fun? Beta. The best thing ever you can do about making a con experience fun is being with people you know you'll enjoy the con with. Like, that's it. That's it for me. If I'm rooming with people who I know personally and who I know that I'll have a good time with, like, I mostly room with Majira because we're very close friends and we know each other and we know what both of us like to do, what we find fun. And that's ultimately what makes my con experience fun, because if I wake up in the morning and Majira's going somewhere, Gers is going somewhere, I'd be like, yeah, I can tag along, I'll go. Because I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to have fun with my friends. And if you wake up in the morning and you're like, man, let's go have fun with my friends. That's it. That's what makes the con experience fun. For me. Any more pecs? No, Mabel. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. Hello, Alexander Wolfes. Argonian 42. That's a joke that never gets old. Can I made a meme of your Sona? Okay. That's fine. I am not as strong as Chris Hemsworth. Don't spread that. I'm not. That man went through a lot of training to look as good as he looks, and I am nowhere close. How did you meet furries? So Spark, when I first found the fandom, I was 14, and I found out about the fandom through Xbox Live. And I made friends because of that, because somebody introduced me to it and then kind of pushed me into the fandom, and I made friends that way, and then we kind of all went our separate ways, and most of us didn't stay friends, which is pretty funny, because I dated somebody back then, who was like a very close friend, and we dated for a while, and then we kind of separated, and we didn't talk to each other for years. And then 5 years later, I end up like coming to Ohio to visit friends, and then we started talking again because he was at the same party. So it's pretty cool. But like, that's you can make friends in the furry fandom over the internet, over cons, at furry meets. It's just how you want to do it. Oh, that's really cool, Beta. Well, let me know, Beta. If I can do anything, like if I have some free time and you have some free time, I can show you how Mark Sparks does a con. Hey, Gers.
Hey.
Mark Sparks is so sexy. Just said, "Hey, Daddy."
I'm really like numb to the daddy thing now, right?
It's just the fact that they made their username Mark Sparks is so sexy that gets me. Before you continue to call me Daddy, provide the proper documentation to prove it, and I'll let you do it. There's no problem, Beta. Gers, Zoni from the chat said that you have an extremely cute fursona.
Thank you.
She made it herself.
I did.
Also, Maple said to check Telegram.
Okay.
Sparky, send it to me. Because you're not that much younger than me. Felt like a fever dream. That doesn't sound fun. That does not sound like you had a good time. If somebody actually does provide me with some sort of documentation, and see, when I think of documentation, this means my real name, not my fursona name. My real name and a state in which this was happened at. And if it was a state that I've never been, you're incorrect, friendo. God, stop. What tank and mod are you using? I'm using the... What's these called? The Big King mod. The TFV12. And then I'm using the T-Priv. Both smock. I know you do, Sparky. God damn it. What do you think of plush suits? They're cute. I would hate to wear one, though, because that seems very hot with the amount of padding that goes into those things. Does Gers also have a YouTube? Yes. She's currently editing a video we filmed today. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Bork the Spork. He is the cutest person I have ever met in my life. He's a very cute individual. You should definitely subscribe. Also subscribe to Beta. Beta is a better quality YouTuber than I am. Is it hard getting clothes on with your full suit? No, not for me. Unless the... Who is this? Stupid Fox. Thank you for the $25 donation. You made the tip jar explode. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Could you post the links so I can click them? For these people's YouTubes? No, Stupid Fox is not a stupid fox in my book. He's a good fox. Yeah, go subscribe to Beta. He's a high quality YouTuber who needs love. He's a better quality YouTuber than I am. I'm like, in my opinion, when it comes to YouTube videos, I feel like I'm mid-level. Like, very hardcore mid-level. Because it's not, like, important enough for me to continue, like, putting every cent of my revenue into it. But it's also a thing that's, like, I really enjoy making it, and I want it to look good. So... I post life check and stuff every 10 seconds in my videos. still don't understand the whole life jacket thing. You're gonna have to explain that. Beta, if you're not good at Fortnite, neither am I. Played it once and I hated it. Never played it again. Sweet. I'll have to watch for it. Make sure that I enjoy the life jacket session. Hopefully it'll pull me out of the water. Oh, I gotta burp. Sparky, I love you, Bab. I don't want to watch the world burn. I do, however, want to make you watch the movie you fell asleep in watching the last time you were over, since you fell asleep during a really good movie. I'm still upset about that. What movie was that? Shucks, I can't remember the name of the movie. I haven't seen Deadpool 2. What the hell was the name of that movie? This movie was space. It's the space movie. Or they make the space station hoping for Interstellar. That's it. Interstellar. He fell asleep through Interstellar. How do you fall asleep through Interstellar? I have seen Infinity War. I've loved Infinity War. I need to go see Deadpool 2 though. I do. Yeah. Movies are expensive. How do you fall asleep? How do you fall asleep watching Interstellar? Interstellar is such a good movie. I have seen The Martian. He doesn't fall asleep. He meditates. Every time I say meditate, I almost say medicate. And I'm like, I shouldn't say that. Hi, Demon Helsen. Bon Pansky, you don't say those things. You don't say those things in my chat. Saying Interstellar is boring is a sin in the Mark Sparks Book of Bible. It's the Book of Bible. Resting your eyes, my ass. You were snoring at one point. Batman died in Infinity War. Mark's Holy Bible. This is Mark's Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. And talking shit about Interstellar is one of those rules. Cannot do that. Which time did he snore on stream? Because he snored on stream for like 4 times. No, it was 2 times. Yeah, I'll wake you up in a rude way. If you fall asleep when we're doing something that I specifically do for you to enjoy, I will wake your ass up in the worst way possible. Isn't that right, Goose? Yeah.
Huh?
Hmm?
I'm editing. Leave me alone.
You did snore, Rye. And it was on stream, so you can't say that you didn't. I'm just a small Bev that needs his puppy sleep. You're not small. You're a little bit shorter than me, yeah, but you're not small. You're definitely more athletic and in shape than I am. I'm not gonna go back through my live streams to find. I know it was one of the. What is that game that we play? And what's the game we play? What is that game? Stellaris. On a Stellaris stream. Yeah. It's one of the Stellaris streams. You fall asleep through every Stellaris stream. I don't think there's a Stellaris stream in my YouTube history that doesn't include a Rai meditating time. Hello, Latios. Oh, I love Stellaris. You need to teach me how to get the Star Wars mod. Oh, for Arma. Yeah, I can do that. I need to hit you up on Discord for that. Okay, right. There's like one or two where you didn't fall asleep. But you pretty much fell asleep through almost every single one. When is the next continue? When is the next continue? Do you mean convention? I'm sorry, Rai. I didn't mean to embarrass you. Yeah, just PM it my way so that way I can hit you up on it. Ethel. Okay, I'm going to say this now because I don't say it enough. If you enjoy my gaming streams, I don't do gaming streams on YouTube anymore. All my gaming streams are on Twitch because YouTube sucks for streaming video games. If you want to enjoy more video game content from me, go to Twitch. I don't stream on YouTube for that stuff anymore because I have had way too many copyright strikes playing video games. So I just took it to Twitch. My next con is Anthro Ohio, then after that is AnthroCon. Yes, we need a big game of Stellaris. Denver? I would love to. Can't afford it. A lot of these conventions that I really want to go to, because I don't have a job right now, I can't afford it. Like, I'm supposed to be going to Megaplex, and I'm doing my best to get there. Yeah, Ethel. My Twitch is Mark Sparks. It's not that hard to find. It should be pretty easy, but there's no space. So it's Mark Sparks, one word. Oh yeah, I'll go, instead of going to the convention in Denver because I can't go to because of money, I'll just go to the one in, I think it's Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. Chase, I haven't made it yet. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually make it, because Lord knows if I made a Bible as a joke and my parents found it, whew, I'd be exiled from my family. Yeah, Sparky, if I can get there with the financial situation I'm in, I'll go. But it's a matter of if I can afford it or not. Thanks, Beta. Appreciate it, dude. Have a good one, Zoni. Who here's the new fur or young fur? I'm not. I'm slowly becoming a gray muzzle.
It's my cat's wanting to play.
Meow. Psst, psst. Kitty. Hello, Is the Husky, or Eyes the Husky, and Cosmic. Only been a fur for like 3 years now. I've been in the fandom since 2009, so 9 years ago now. Oh. Saints Wolf, thank you for the follow on Twitch. What would you do if tomorrow you hit 50k subs? Well, I'd do another Omegle video. I'd have to do like 5 Omegle videos. I have to do 5 Omegle streams. I don't know. I'd have to do some sort of video. 50k is like one of those milestones that I have to do something special for a video for. Yeah, no, it's one of Gersh's cats meowing. Oh yeah, Sparky, you know you're always welcome. You know you're always welcome. Don't you look at me in that tone of voice. Issei. Okay, my bad, dude. If you like to talk to tomatoes. I'm gonna break into my friend's pool and chill in a life jacket and dude, hell yeah. I don't know what I'll actually do. There's a lot of memes that have happened because of my videos or because of my streams. And I don't know if I want to make a video based on that or make an actual like personal video. I don't know. Good, Sparky. I'm gonna make sure that you stay awake. He I still do nothing because I don't do YouTube. Good. I've made too many personal videos. I've only really made 2 personal videos, and that was discussing my military life in South Korea, and then me discussing the most recent video. Cuddle streams. Thanks for the subscribe, stupid Fox 1. You're still not a stupid fox in my book. I don't really think that's something that I think that would be appropriate for my channel. Firing a gun in fursuit. Fortnite skills are still not that bad overall. KD. Yeah, I just don't like Fortnite. PUBG is one of those games that I really did enjoy at first, and then I just slowly stopped. Yeah, depending on the gun, firing a gun in fursuit could potentially be pretty dangerous. Especially because, like, you're gonna get residue regardless of how you shoot the weapon because of all the gunpowder that fires back. So, I don't know. I still gotta take Gerst to go shooting.
Oh god. Can you tell how excited I am?
Yeah, nice carbon on my white suit. That's exactly what it would be. I get done firing and then look at, like, specifically this part of my hand paw and it'd be covered in gray or black. No, that's cool, Chase. Hey, Leon. How's it going, buddy? play PUBG with a fursuit on? See, the thing is that when I put my fursuit on, I can't see anything, because already, when I take my glasses off, I can't read the chat. I'm trying to think of something I could justify what I can see. Pretty much everything on this screen is pretty blurry. Like, I can make out what it is, but I can't read the small text. That's why, like, when I'm streaming, you don't see me wear my fursuit much, because if I do, I'm going to have my face like this, because this is how close I have to get to read it. Actually, I can read it, like, right here. Once you put that fursuit head on, all that, like, mesh makes me have to lean in closer, and then I start knocking things off the desk trying to read things. I don't know, I'm doing a late night chill stream, bro. It's not bad. It's just I can't halfway see. I have real bad astigmatism, so... Hello, Alfeda, and my Zach Ertz. Alright, Maple. I don't wear contacts. I can't actually wear contacts because I have an extreme phobia of things getting near my eyes. Beta, if you know, like, there's a couple videos out there of me playing, like, Rock Band or Guitar Hero in fursuit, and it's because, like, most of the songs I'm playing I already know, so it's not a big deal. 1v1 me in fursuit. You'll win whatever game it is, unless it's a rhythm game. You can do pretty good in a rhythm game. Hey, that's cool, Argonian. You get some sleep, dude. Enjoy your church service. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do anything that, like, is directly on top of my eyelid. I've seen too many bad things happen from people not taking care of their contacts. It freaks me out to that point. Yeah. So... I'll eventually match since I'm learning to play on PC. That's true. That is true. I'm going to Anthrocon, and I did get a room for MFF. So, I will likely be going to both of those. Cough, cough. It's 5 a.m. She can't hear me. Who are you looking forward to meet? Corey's going to MFF, and it would actually be cool to actually meet him in person, because we talk a lot, and we talk a lot and stuff, and, like, it would be cool to actually meet him in person as well as Rico, because I don't know, it's cool to actually meet the people who you talk to online and hang out with online. Actually get to meet them in person. Same for Leon. I don't think I've actually met Leon at a con.
I'm gonna call it in a minute here.
Okay.
I'm about halfway done with this, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even tired. My sleeping schedule has been thrown all the way out the window. Yeah, Diamond, if you see me, this is what I tell everybody. If you see me and I am in fursuit, you can come up to me anytime. But if I'm out of suit, you gotta be a little bit more lenient with me on that one. Because most of the time when I'm out of suit, I'm trying to go somewhere or do something. So if you see me in suit, you can stop me anytime. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Beta. Yeah, we're going to have to stop soon, but here, I'll give it 2 more minutes. You want to ask any questions, ask away. If not, I'm just going to continue talking for the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of cons when I was in the military that I couldn't go to just because I was in the military. You know, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like Sparky, for an entire year, his command didn't let him go to conventions. So it's just one of those things. I understand. 10 more bucks, Maple. You know the rules. What is it you do first when you get to... Wait, what is it you do first when we get to meet at MFF? Well, I'm going to give you a hug. First off, let me give you a hug. And then it depends on how drunk I am as to what's the next thing that I will do. Yeah, Demon. If you see me at a convention, you're more than welcome to come up. Yeah, I understand, Sparky. Yeah, that's understandable, Beta. Once again, if you need anything, you can message me, hit me up. Can you crack my back? Not physically right now. I'm gonna pass out, Michael Boyo. Yeah, you have it going, Beta. You should probably drink some water before you go to bed. Aki. Currently I live in Ohio. I'm not gonna tell you my date of birth. What states have you been in? And I'm not gonna tell you my real name. Totally drunk suiting and falling over. I'm never drunk enough to the point of falling over in suit. Never gotten that far. I want to, though. No, it's dumb to say, but it is something I want to do. Sparky, if you tell people my real name, I'm going to block you on Twitter and on Telegram. Spark the Jolteon, thank you for following, friendo. Yeah, it's just a heads up. If any of you guys know my real name, my name is Chris Pratt. Yeah, you get instantly blocked on that one. My real name is hidden for a reason. If you like to talk to tomatoes.
So I can't use time remapping. It won't let me.
Time remapping?
Meaning, like, speeding it up.
You change the speed slash variation. You don't use time remapping. I'll teach you how to do that.
Well, I can do that. I know how to do that.
Don't tempt me with a good time. God dang it. Mario Polo? That's not a game I know. His real name. Got me there. His real name is Mark. Yeah, it's time to get off. It is now 5 a.m. on the dot. So I'm going to teach Gers how to do this thing, and then we're going to the beds. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming out and chilling and stuff. And I really appreciate you guys' support. And just, I don't know, coming and hanging out. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night, friendos. Goodbye.